Good morning. I'm in Spain in Marbella for a work trip, and it's day 3, so I've already found a nice little loop that takes me to the beach. So I'm going to take you for my morning run and tell you how I ended up here and what I'm doing. Let's go. It's super hilly here compared to Berlin, and to be honest, the roads aren't very nice to run, but we make it work. So I have been on a journey with my career. I started off as a diving instructor and then an English teacher, and then I became a primary school teacher, and then I became a yoga teacher, and now I've been working as a whoa shit whoa we're good. Now I've been working as a content creator full time for 2 years, which was not planned at all. So during COVID, I tried to teach yoga online and wanted to make this like my full-time thing. But I don't know, it wasn't really working. Yeah, working as a yoga teacher wasn't my passion. In the beginning of 2021, I had my finger broken, which meant that I couldn't teach yoga. And so I had to figure out a way to make money because I didn't want to go back to a 9-to-5 job. And that's kind of what led me to social media, because I was already playing around a bit in social media, like trying to advertise my classes. I saw this opportunity with a health and wellness coach. She was looking for somebody to help her with her Instagram. And I messaged her saying, hey, I'm not trained in this, I haven't studied this. I've just been playing around and figuring things out for myself, but I'd be really interested to try. So that was actually my first social media gig. It was I guess more social media management. And then I ended up getting a few more clients doing social media management for the next year. I did that a lot while I was still, trying to figure out how to make videos, do my own stuff. And towards the end of 2022, a friend of mine sent me a screenshot of a story from someone that she knew who actually also works for this YouTuber that I work for now, saying that they were looking for somebody to help with content, like a content helper, just as a mini job basis. So a couple of hours a week. And I was like, cool, that sounds interesting. I was just keen to experience everything that I could in social media so that I could figure out what I'd like to do, and also to make money. And so I messaged this girl and it worked out. I had a trial and I went to her house. We were filming some stuff. It was just mostly placing cameras and helping her film. And I don't know, the first time we worked together, it just felt very easy and effortless, and that's kind of how it started. And so I worked for her for a couple of months, and we went on our first content trip to Mexico and Tulum. That was also really interesting because we didn't know each other very well. And we were living together in this Airbnb, trying to figure out how to make content together. But still it was really nice. And actually at that point I had decided to move to Barcelona because one, I had decided that I really wanted to be a content creator. And I don't know, I just wanted to be in a new city, a blank canvas where I could explore who I could be, because I just felt very stuck in Berlin. So I worked for this YouTuber for a while, and then obviously had to quit because I was moving to Barcelona. And I moved to Barcelona 2023, beginning of 2023. And that's where I started to make running videos because I needed something to make content about. And at the time, because I was struggling mentally and emotionally, running was kind of my coping mechanism. And because I was doing it every day, I had something to make content about. And if you want to get good at something, you got to do it every day. So I started doing that. I got a few different like brand partnerships, but they weren't really paying well and I couldn't make a living. So I was also really, really struggling financially in Barcelona. And then I actually got invited to run this running race called the Euro Trip, which I really wanted to do because it just sounded like such a cool experience. And I don't know, I just love like putting myself through these kind of challenges. But I also wasn't sure how I was going to pay for it. So I was emailing a couple of brands, seeing if they would sponsor me. I didn't hear back. And I was like, okay, what can I do? The one thing I was just really, really determined not to go back to a 9 to 5 and just really, really dedicate a full year to become a content creator. So I was like, the only jobs that I want to do is around content creating and social media, which is actually quite hard to find. So I still had like a couple of clients where I was doing social media management, but I wasn't loving it. And yeah, so I wanted to do this running race, and I needed money for it. And I ended up actually starting a fundraiser. So the intention of the fundraiser was to ask people if they had any work in content creating, if they had any contacts to brands, and yeah, if they, were financially comfortable, then they could also donate. I didn't get any donations. So it was really a way to put myself out there and I don't know, like just, really tell the world like, hey, I'm freaking committed to this. This is what I want to do. I also got a lot of hate for it because, it is like a very privileged thing to do. And I know that, but I also know my intention. Like it wasn't about the money at all. I mean, it was about the money, of course, because I wanted to attend this race, but it was more about like a statement of, hey, I'm really committing to this, and I really want to go all in and see how it works out. So during that process, I reached out to the YouTuber and I sent her a message saying, hey, I really want to do this running race. I'm just wondering if there's a way that you could support me, if I could make some videos, or I don't know, I'm open to anything. And at the time I was actually back in Berlin to run the Berlin half marathon. And she messaged back saying, hey, I saw that you're in Berlin. I would love to catch up. So we caught up and she was like, I really miss working with you. I would love to see how we can make it work, which is so amazing. So I started working with her again and I was traveling back and forth to Berlin, Barcelona. We were doing that for about 3 months until I realized, okay, this is really, really not sustainable. And I decided to move back to Berlin last September. And that's how I ended up working with her again. And we've been traveling a lot, doing content trips, like we went to Mallorca, we went to Seoul, Sydney, LA. It's been really, really incredible. But the thing is, it's not just travel and fun. It's a lot of challenges, a lot of tough conversations, and also in getting to know myself, like personally and professionally. Like, what does it even mean to be a content creator? But one thing I'm really, really grateful for working with this YouTuber is that we always push through challenges and find a way to adapt to figure things out and to make it work and grow. So yeah, I have learned so much working with her. She's one of the hardest working women I've ever met. So disciplined, and really taught me what it means to be disciplined and consistent, and yeah, to dream big and to go after what you want to go after. So it took me 2 years to figure out what I really like, and I'm still figuring it out. But for now, I know that I don't like social media management. I don't want to manage other people's Instagrams, and I don't want to post for other people. What I really like is brainstorming concepts and filming and editing to bring these stories to life. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And now we're in Marbella in Spain, and we'll be here for 12 days. And when we're here, we brainstorm and write down everything that we want to film, and we spend our days kind of breaking it up between filming, editing, brainstorming, and also enjoying, because it's all about balance. And that's also her content, she really encourages and inspires people to live a healthy and balanced lifestyle. And one other really important thing for me is that she really stands for everything that she creates. And I think that for me is the most important, that I'm working with genuinely authentic and honest people who have integrity and really live to their values. Yeah, and I'm so grateful that I found that, and I get to learn and grow. Oh my God. We're in 21 minutes, little swim, and then let's run back. Look at that. Oh, so nice. Oh my God, the first morning I was here, I was crying in the sea because I was so happy. Growing up in New Zealand, I don't realize how important the sea is, and yeah, just to be able to swim. So let's go for a quick dip and run back home. Okay, I'm just gonna jump in with everything on, just taking my shoes and socks off. Glasses, the mic. So refreshing. The only challenge is now to put my shoes back on with all the sand and running home wet, but it's worth it. It's so worth it. Let's run home. I guess what I wanted to share on this run was, whatever goal you have or dream you have, to go for it and do it, But you really have to commit, decide that this is what you want, and go all in, keep being persistent. And it really, really takes time. And it definitely hasn't been easy. I took a lot of risks, a lot of financial risks. I lived dirt broke for months. Yeah, and there were many times I questioned a lot. But I don't know, I'm not there yet, but I've still come out the other side, and I'm not in debt anymore. I have my own apartment, and I'm still doing what makes me happy and feels fun. So that's a big win for me. And now I have new goals that I want to go towards, and I know that will take time. But yeah, I'm committed, and I'm gonna stay persistent until I get there. And also just be open to the fact that, like, on the journey, maybe I decide that this is not for me anymore. I don't know. You never know how things are going to change. But whatever you're sure of now, go for it and do it, because yeah, we like really take for granted how short life is, and death is always close to us. You never know, and why wait? We get to wake up every day, live this life, and we should be doing what brings us joy and makes us happy. Oh my God, I'm just gonna run to the end of the street and we're done. Okay, and we're done. Woo! Wow. It's already so hot, but I love it. It feels so good to sweat. I hope you also moved your body, you're feeling good and ready to have the best day ever. I also hope that me sharing my journey gives you courage to go after the thing that you want to go for and just do it your way. Do it ridiculous. Do it. There are no rules. You get to just do it the way you want to do it, but stay focused, committed, and run after it. I'm also here to keep you accountable and motivated to go after the thing that you want to go for. So if you want to leave in the comments what it is that you want to work towards, I can definitely keep you accountable and motivated. Otherwise, I will see you for the next video.